Hey record loving friends, it's Brian from Tokyo Record Style. I am outside of Labo, a very cool gallery and publisher here in the back streets of Jimbocho, which has been ranked this year as the coolest neighborhood in the world. It's run by the very kind Yasunori-san, and there is a wicked little neon light here outside. It says, "The camera is a license to see. Lift it to your eyes, say yes. Yes to instinct, yes to desire. It will teach you who you are." A very cool message. And I've come here for a gallery opening. A photographer friend who came to know about Tokyo Record Style through, I guess, YouTube, invited me to today's opening. His brother is hosting a exhibition and a book launch today, and it's really cool. And I got to hear some interesting stories already, and I want to share some of them with you. The photographer's name is John Coffey, and he's also known as Mr. BLINT. And this is the book that is published. There are so many amazing books here. This is an incredible publisher, Yasunori-san, and he made this book with Steve ESPO, and it was a collaboration. And I'll introduce you to these guys here in a moment, but it looks like a fantastic book, and it's about his life as a graffiti artist in Philly, Mr. BLINT, and he was always documenting with photography his works. Here's the B-52s, and there's pictures of Cindy Wilson of the B-52s. I saw the Ramones, I saw David Bowie. This is one of the pieces in the gallery, Mr. BLINT. And Mr. BLINT is John Coffey, and he's here with his brother Andrew. And this was just really cool. Wow, Rick Wakeman of Yes, Devo, good grief. Okay, David Byrne and Talking Heads, Tina, this is amazing. Wow, great photos. Really, really amazing. Oh man, what a shot. Dang. Dude, these photos are amazing. Okay, so this is going to be a fantastic book to check out. This is one of the spotlit pieces from the exhibition, and that is Philadelphia School of Music and Art. Reform School Commission, the School District of Philadelphia, PA. Okay, it is one of the really cool hip art books. You'll see titles by artists like Ed Templeton, who comes to Tokyo quite frequently, and other really cool artists and photographers. And I just want to show you a little bit of the gallery. There's like a little mini exhibition here on the back wall, and some of the great books there on the background. And yeah, just wicked cool black and white photos. Now, I just was talking to the facilitator, ESPO, and he was telling me that he basically just collected a archive worth of negatives, and they painstakingly went through and curated them and reprinted them here for our viewing pleasure. And also, they all became pages in the book.
There's a leather place down the street. You can get a dragon engraved on it.
So this must be him. There he is. Possibly. I'm assuming that's him. Mr. BLINT himself. And yeah, just a very big shout out to Labo and Yasunori-san for allowing me to come in here with a camera. He was very welcoming, and I recommend you come here and score a book. The opening is tonight, but the exhibition, I assume, will be out for a couple of weeks, and the book will be on offer henceforth. It's first edition, and maybe it'll be the one and only, so it's pretty cool. There's I don't know how many copies there are, but I'm sure it'll be a limited edition.
Yeah, I think
and
I need a belt.
Here's some homies who are working with it. I know John Coffey, aka Mr. Blint, his brother Andrew,
The
Dru2000 photographer, and ESPO, who is, I think, the brains behind the operation here.
I'm just a poser.
And he's got an interesting gallery that you guys can check out in Harajuku that I have yet to check out, but I'm very keen to check out. And he dropped some really cool stickers on me, and I'm very stoked about them as a bit of a sticker head. So those are really cool. And I just was hearing some amazing. The book is your first book, maybe.
It's my only book.
He said this twice. It's his only book, but there's enough material to possibly create a part 2. I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves, but so how did the can I ask you a few questions? Is it okay?
Please.
I don't know, how did the encounter start? I know you guys. Who's the eldest? Okay, you're the older brother. So, and you guys are originally from Philly, and you're also, I assume you're from Philly, right?
West Philadelphia.
Okay, and so you're also a graffiti artist.
I am.
And you mentioned that he's sort of your senpai. He's the
Absolutely.
So tell me, how did you guys get connected initially?
So it's strange to think about. We went to the same school together, at different years apart. We both went to the same Robert E. Lamberton school. It's now closed, but it's a public school in Philadelphia. We had the same paper route. I had his paper route 5-10 years after he had the paper route.
You handed the paper out.
So, and he was always this mythic figure that loomed high in my imagination as a child, as a young adult. And I went on to art school, dropped out of art school, and put together a life for myself with spray paint, and managed to stitch together a lot of really interesting projects and museum shows and gallery shows, until one day I landed back in West Philadelphia and I painted 50 walls with a whole team of artists, and we made a huge project happen out there.
Wow.
And John, Mr. Blint, did not want to talk to any graffiti writer after 1983.
You stopped making graffiti art in '83.
Yeah, I moved on. I got into windsurfing, and I had better things to do, like get engaged and get.
He grew up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up.
Right.
But he grew up, and so did his brother.
Would you say, I have a question, sorry to interrupt, is graffiti a juvenile art form? Is it a youthful art form? Is it for all ages?
Well,
Now it is.
Okay.
I thought it was juvenile at the time. That's why I got out of it. And then bigger kids, older kids took it to a whole nother level. But they was doing good stuff in New York. I don't know.
It became, I think, something akin to music, where it was, even if you weren't trying to make a career out of it, you could find fulfillment in doing it. And there's ways and means of doing it in a way where you could prolong your existence in doing it.
So you guys said West Philly. I don't know anything about Philadelphia, forgive me, but I read in the foreword that the part of the ethos of the graffiti art, maybe this is all around the graffiti world, but maybe it's a thing that's unique to Philly, but it said something about how when you tag a wall, you're a representation of your own hood, and you got to represent your own hood. When you saw Mr. Blint's work, was that your turf or your grounds?
What was interesting was Mr. Blint was part of this generation that, Philadelphia has what we call sections. We refer to neighborhoods as sections.
Okay.
And, Mr. Blint was the first guy that crossed over every section. He went across the city, he painted everywhere he wanted to paint. And he actually broke through a lot of the imposed boundaries that we had. The boundaries were racial and political and religious, and he cut through all that. He painted where he wanted to paint, and he broke down a lot of the walls that, by writing on these walls, he broke a lot of divisions that were between us.
Cool.
So it was super cool. And it was like, we're all, we'll claim our sections and we'll claim the places that we're from, but we're all Philadelphians, and we're all like...
Well, we're West Philly. Overbrook.
Yeah.
Over Brooklyn. That was a connection we had.
Yeah.
We went to the same grade school, different years. We went to the same high school, different years.
And but at the same time, like, Philly's always been an underdog town. It's always been like, you know, outsiders come. We might even look down on our own city, but when outsiders come in and look down on us, we get so upset, you know.
So wait, can you explain the title? Can you explain the title of the book, Philadelphia School of Music and Art?
Because the title of the book is Philadelphia School of Music and Art, because unlike any book I had seen published previous to this, rather than focus on just graffiti or just music, John had the unique viewpoint perspective as a writer, as an artist, and a photographer. He was creating art, he was documenting the art, and
show us some of the standout page
here's a really
spreads.
perfect example. This is 1981. And it's just,
this is not this.
So
okay.
this is John. He painted this whole thing.
Oh wow! Okay.
And it's, you know, it's so different than anything before or since, because let's face it, he's referencing Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah, interesting.
He's a college student, and he's painting his interest, and his interest for some reason happened to be musical theater, of the American musical theater.
If you tried to find me where the sky meets the sea, here I am, your special
Island.
Come to me, beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, so he's painting his passions as he sees them, where he wants, and the week or two afterwards, this guy turns up.
Man, that's beautiful.
And I think and I have no proof of this because we haven't talked to Eastro about it, but he's doing something here that's pure Parliament Funkadelic.
Right.
It's like he saw the musical theater piece that John did, and he's like, you know what? I've got another side of the coin to represent.
You guys are all
here.
Inspiring each other, right?
Yeah. So this was a really fertile, prolific moment where these two things happened, and.
So you've also the book's also filled with photography. I mean,
So,
obviously
yeah, besides
these are.
that, he's painting and he's documenting
This
the
is
painting
him,
happening. This
right.
is somebody else.
This is another artist.
This is another guy
Okay.
in the street named JC.
Oh,
But he's also going to shows.
Okay, who's this?
This is Millions of Dead Cops at Love Hall.
Okay, wow.
So Love Hall was torn down by the time I got on the scene. But this is a mythic place, former bank building at 15th and South, Broad and South. Something like that. Broad and South. So he's going to shows, he's documenting shows.
Tell us the baseball card story again.
So, yeah,
where's the baseball? Hold on, who was that? Oh, it's the police.
It's
Wow,
the police.
cool.
That was
guy.
probably
What's it-
79.
What's his name?
Stewart.
No, Stewart's the drummer. What's his
That's
name?
Sting.
Sting and come on, help us out here.
That's not Stuart Copeland?
No,
Andy
Copeland's the drummer.
Summers.
Andy
Andy
Summers.
Summers,
He
thank
was
you.
just here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, hold on. You gotta tell us the Joey Ramone story.
Well, let me find the Joey Ramone pictures. But when I was in college, the Ramones came to our college, and I had a nice.
Oh, Frank Black. Who's that?
That's Joe Jackson.
Joe
That's Rick Wakeman. That's me when I was
that's
like
crazy.
17 years
Okay.
old. And Ramones. Oh, these are my
Oh,
favorites.
these are amazing. These Talking Heads photos.
This is front row from the Stop Making Sense tour at the Man Music Center in West Philly. And
West Philly represent.
yeah, and the Man Music Center is still there. It's probably their most notorious. It's just very.
Is it on
popular
tape?
tour.
Can we listen to this show maybe
Are you
somewhere?
kidding me? You don't know about this? It's a movie.
Oh, this is the movie. Okay.
Well, this is the tour from the movie.
Okay. I definitely
But,
know the movie.
It's very.
This is is this a composite or is this a single photograph? Do we know?
Single photo.
Wow, that's just
yeah, this is-
insane. That's such a great photo. And the negative, maybe this was the crop, right? This is a great.
I gave all my negatives
This
to
is
Steve Espo's
fantastic.
team to work with them.
It's okay. I just asked for the sign.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Gary Nandake. Who's that guy?
Oh boy, I gotta find the Ramones picture so I can talk about it, right?
That's okay.
Local Philly bands here. So yeah, I basically wrote them all.
Nice little party going on here. And once again, thank you to Super Labo for letting me just come in here, cameras blazing. There's books being signed. There was a half a dozen people who are involved in this book. or more? I've heard about the color correctors. I've heard about some other people involved. Okay, here's the picture. Wow, look at these guys. That's the Chili Peppers.
Yes, with no tattoos.
Pre-tattoos Chili Peppers.
And I think this is Hillel. He's the one that
Hillel
died.
Okay, rest in peace, Hillel. Okay, but look at this. Wow, young Anthony Kiedis.
Got
And
Anthony
another-
Kiedis sucking on my.
That's so cool. Look at young Flea. Flea, I think, is just putting out a solo record. I think maybe his first solo record. I heard today, maybe. Okay, tell us about the Ramones.
Well, the Ramones came to our college, and we got to meet them and hang out, and basically talk to Johnny and Dee Dee. Joey was pretty much unapproachable, kind of shy, hanging off to the side.
He was always known for being kind of shy, right?
Yeah, so the conversation wasn't going anywhere until we started talking about baseball and baseball cards. So Johnny says, yeah, you got baseball cards you want to sell? Bring them by. So a month later, they come to town to the Rivoli Theater. I go knock on the backstage door. I'm like, I got baseball cards for Johnny, and the manager let me in. Joey's rifling through my baseball cards. We're drinking all their beer because they weren't drinking, or Johnny didn't want. They don't drink.
Right.
So we're just hanging
There was
out.
a giant pitcher of beer on the table that they let you guys have
they
at
had
it.
a bucket full of like Heinekens or something. But they want to play tight. You know, Johnny ran a tight ship. Said, you know, we don't drink beer. That's why they kicked Dee Dee out at the time. Richie was the drummer at the time.
Look at this terrible tattoo that Dee Dee got.
Actually, Dee Dee wasn't kicked out.
Great photo.
So he bought my baseball cards.
That's so good. He got your Cal Ripken rookie card.
No, he got my Steve Carlton.
Oh, Steve
rookie
Carlton.
card.
Okay.
But you know, I only got $28. They weren't in mint condition, but the opportunity to hang out with Johnny Ramone,
amazing.
politics aside, but I didn't know about it at the time because we found out decades later what did he say? President Bush, we love you.
President Bush turned out to be a little bit harmless in the end.
I'm actually loving a lot of
That was the
presidents.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech.
Right.
My love of presidents has really grown exponentially in the last 8 years. or
Johnny
so.
was a prick, though. At least I hear from Blondie and all them. They said he was a prick.
Well, he was a mama's boy too, right? He appeared on like on Donahue with his mother, and he was really sweet and endearing, I
How great
think.
is that?
Who's
And
this?
here's
Iggy Pop, my
Iggy,
first punk
wow.
show. The Ramones opened up for him.
Look at
This is
Iggy.
Steve Powell, yes.
No, Iggy. Oh, okay,
I used
okay.
to crash shows all the
Wow,
time.
amazing. Okay, so this
These are
is
great.
The Pretenders.
This is a great series of.
And there's a couple dead pretenders there.
She's wearing.
They're not pretending.
She's wearing an Iggy Pop shirt.
wow. I met not Deborah. I saw Deborah Harry. I met Patti Smith on the streets of Tokyo like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I just bumped into her and I said, "Oh my God, Patti Smith, can I say hello?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "My name's Brian, blah, blah, blah." And I talked to her for like 5 minutes and then she said, "Okay, take care, Brian." She remembered my name. I was so happy. It was very good. Wow, okay. So, and the color, hold on, the color photos, I was listening to John say that like, you guys did a really good job with the color. They brought back these pictures from the 70s. You know, sometimes prints don't age very well, but the negatives, they've done a really good job with them.
I kept the negatives, but this day was backlit.
Okay,
So,
right. Yeah, they're
Post
great
team
exposures.
Did a
Yeah,
great
really
job
nice.
of like bringing out the colors.
Do you remember this day? Do you remember these artists?
I remember I had I had been retired for a year or two, and I just decided to take an L ride to the northeast part of Philly and just take photographs from the L car. And I was lazy; I didn't get out of the car like Martha Cooper would have done. But I just took them from the front of the L because Philly used to have a window that would come down, and you could just take pictures from the front of the L.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, is that you?
No, this is my brother right here.
Okay, look at you guys. This young.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He's going to sign you when he
Oh, nice. Okay.
This is me.
Look, he's going
So I got it. I got
to
it.
ruin somebody's book that didn't ask for this.
Oh no. Okay. He's doing a little graffiti art right now. He's tagging his own book.
Right, Mr. Blint?
That's cool. Ooh, look at that. That's some nice work. A southpaw too. Is it difficult being a marker artist with being a left-hander?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right?
I like
Okay.
yes.
Okay, there
Yes, it is.
Right, I imagine. Me too.
My jacket is all
Stains on mine.
Okay.
that's
Oh,
from
nice. They even left it. It's like that reminds me of like a high school yearbook. Okay, wicked sign. Nice. Collector item. Okay, cool. All right. Well, shit, man. This is fun. Well, okay. So, hey, that was really fun. I heard all about the book. I'm not going to show you every page. You got to come and pick up the book for yourself. I think I'll wrap it up there. And let me just say thank you to Mr. BLINT, the Coffee Bros. Thank you guys so much. It was really fun hanging out. Thanks. He was saying, fire up the camera. I said, let me enjoy it a little bit. I'm glad I fired it up. I know, ESPO-san, arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll come and visit your shop. We'll come visit your studio, and maybe we'll do another video. Congratulations on the book. I know to everybody involved, and that was really, really, really groovy. And thank you to everybody for letting me be on camera. Let me just say goodbye to you guys over here. Super Labo in Jimbocho. Really wicked cool gallery, and just really cool people who come here. I would love to publish a book with Yasunori-san someday. That would be a dream come true. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe, and leave a comment what you know about Mr. BLINT, what you know about West Philly and graffiti art. If you're a graffiti artist, or if there's somebody else we should check out, let us know in the comments, and maybe we can continue the conversation down there. So once again, this was another little Tokyo record style adventure, really fun one. Thanks for hanging out, and until next time, I'll see you at the publisher book gallery, awesome cool place in Jimbocho. Bye.